Don't be surprised when I call you back and ask you some questions, man.
I mean.
Little Mo, what's up, Little Mo? It's trouble right there. This bro gonna have you at the divorce court. You gotta watch him. He take your girlfriend. Whenever y'all ready, I pray whenever y'all are.
Ready?
Good? Everybody good with it? Feedback. I just want to come and touch base with you. Well, if it's 1, 2, 3, I don't care.
We're here.
Right. All right, we'll start it off right now. You ready? How y'all doing, everybody? How y'all doing? Good evening.
Good evening.
All right, my name's Eric Janeau. They call me a motivational speaker and a life coach. I don't think it's motivation when it's about life, you know. You should be motivated already, but I understand that some people need more motivation than others, man. And it's all about just staying positive and just, you know, whatever we're going through, you just gotta stay positive and have a positive outlook on this thing. It's called cancer. Cancer is not a death sentence. Everybody thinks that it is, and they say, well, what do you do? You know, when you get diagnosed, how do you handle certain things? How do you fight? But I'm gonna tell you from my experience, I came to door stage 4 cancer. I didn't have a chance to realize anything. I didn't know it happened so fast for me. Like I said, I walked in one day, they said, hey, stage 4 cholangiocarcinoma, metastasized to the liver, 3 additional tumors in my body. I know I don't look like I've been through anything, but trust me, I have. I got the scars to prove it. And I don't want to do this, but I'll show you my scars. I'm not trying to get fresh and anything with nobody. I'm not trying to get fresh or try to be a strip show or nobody. I just want to show you my scars to show you that I understand what you're going through and I've been through it. You know what I mean? I went through extensive chemo treatment, and also, like I said, I had a 1% chance to live when I walked in the door. You know what I mean? My only chance was chemo. I didn't have a chance for radiation. I didn't have a chance for any other kind of treatments. It was chemo or bust. I was given 3 of the strongest chemo meds on the market. You know what I mean? They dumped 5 years of chemo in my body. They dumped 2.5 years of chemo in my body in 5 months. You know what I mean? And that was the only way for me to survive. You know what I mean? I wouldn't even be standing here talking to you this day, right now. And this was recently. This was in 2021. I got diagnosed July 28, 2021. I had my port put in. And I know everybody, you know, it's different. I had my port put in, so I'll just show you. I've been through a little something. I had my port put in August the 2nd, 2021. I started my first chemo treatment August the 9th, 2021. So let's listen to me now. I got diagnosed August 28th, had a port put in. I got diagnosed July 28th, port put in August the 2nd. First chemo treatment, August the 9th. From August the 9th to December 15th, I had 12 rounds of chemo. I had 6 cycles. I was in the hospital 4 days a week during chemotherapy. 1 day, Friday, for hydration. I was stage 3 renal kidney failure. I had that. I had congestive heart failure. You know what I'm saying? Also, I had diabetes and a host of other things, hypertension. So my spectrum was actually less than 1% survival rate. How am I here talking to you now? Is because of God. And that's it. And I'm not trying to give you all a story, and I'm not trying to give you all that have this rah-rah story, but I just want to tell you the real. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm him. I'm what you see, I'm the person that walked in without a chance to survive when I walked out by God's grace and God's mercy. And restoration, you can see, you can look at me. I don't even look like what I've been through. But total restoration, I had to depend on God for that. It wasn't anybody else but God. You know what I mean? So my journey was crazy. It was fast, it was swift. But I'm telling you, you can do it. And I'm not just sitting there just saying that. I'm a 1% survivor. Less than that. And I just want to provide any inspiration I can to you all. And any hope to let y'all know this is not a death sentence. Everybody think that cancer is a death sentence and it's over with, it's hit, it's that, it's the other. Now, technology nowadays, but most importantly, it's your mindset. You gotta have the mindset. If you give up, it's already over. But if you believe that you can do it, and you can make it, and you can push it, absolutely you'll make it. And I'm here, I'm living proof. This is nothing, I'm telling you, I'm not trying to come up here and talk to you like I've never been through anything. I'm telling you, I've been through the ringer. And listen, they didn't even think that, they told me to write my will. I cashed my life insurance policy in. They gave me 4 months to live. And that was 2021, it's 2024 now, and I'm healthy as a horse. I do 7 miles a day on the treadmill, I work out every day. You know, the name of my company is New Life, which my last name is Janeau, N-E-A-U, Life. It's New Life. And this is what I live, this is how, you know, I give people, and I give it back, this is a new life. And I'm here, and I live in Atlanta, but I come here anytime y'all want me to. I just gave you my personal phone number. Y'all can call me and talk to me about anything, any problems y'all going through, anytime y'all feeling down. And I know it gets you, and I know that you think that you're in the world by yourself, but you got support. You know what I mean? You have support. And if you don't, call me. I'll help you. I'll talk to you anytime. Anybody knows me. I have a Facebook support group. I have an Instagram support group. I have a website. You can get in touch with me. And like I said, if you want my personal number, you can get that as well. You know what I mean? So anything, man, anybody, man, like I'm here. I'm just here. I'm just an open story. I don't have any special things. There's no special effects with me. I'm not going to kick out any sparkles or anything like that. But I just want to let y'all know I'm from the heart, man. Anything, man. Anything y'all need, I'm here for y'all, man. Just basically, I just want to let y'all know, man, don't give up. Please don't give up. Because if you do, people be so close. It's so close if you just keep pushing. And I know it's hard. Now I've taken chemo treatment and I couldn't even make it to the restroom. I've had neuropathy. You know what I mean? I've lost my hair. I lost my sense of taste. I couldn't eat, I couldn't sleep, I couldn't smell. It was nothing. I couldn't even be comfortable. There was times I was in the bed, I couldn't even be comfortable. I had to lay it, I tossed and turned. Chemo was burning me from the inside out. I wanted to give up. You know what I mean? But I just knew I had to, my kids depended on me. My family depended on me. I had so many people depending on me. And if I didn't give up, it would have crumbled. And I'm glad I didn't, because when I didn't give up, it gave them the strength to push on. My kids and my friends and my family and stuff like that. It gave them the strength to push on. And everybody's not going to be there for you. Like, people always think that family is going to be there for you, and that's not always the case. The only person that's going to be there for you is God. And God's going to put the people in your position, and put people in position that you need in your life, in your circle. People was around me. I'm one of 13 kids. I'm the 12th kid. In my line, how many kids my mother and my father had? 13. I'm the 12th kid, right? I thought that I was going to have an outpouring of family that was there for me. And it helps me, and it would be there at my every beck and call. Everything was going to happen, and I just knew I was taken care of. That's not the case. So you have to deal with that on top of dealing with your treatment. And I understand that. I went through it. I harbored resentment for my family for 2 years. Because nobody didn't. But God said, you didn't need him. I had you. What are you doing? What are you holding this for? You said, what are you doing? Get out there and help people, man. I saved your life and you're mad at your family. Are you serious? Come on, man. So that's what I'm saying. It's bigger than that. Like, just listen, I promise you. If you follow this strategy, right, you would have a better chance of coming out on the other side. Put your focus in God. Put your mind, change your mindset to winning every day. When we open our eyes, it's a blessing. We're not promised nothing. You understand what I'm saying? Every day I wake up with joy in my heart because God restored me. You know what I mean? Because people don't wake up from this stuff. This is a big deal. So it all depends on your mindset and your attitude, right? And if you believe in that, I promise you, you can get to the other side. And I'm not speaking from nobody who didn't know. Like I said before, I came in the door stage 4. I didn't have a chance. Everything with me is stacked. Everything with me was stacked. Everything with me was stacked. Get in, get out. Get in, get out. Get in, get out. We swinging for the fences. That's what they told me. Like I said, I had 10 centimeter mass on my liver. 3 other tumors metastasized in my body. I had bile duct cancer. That metastasized to my liver. So I'm dealing with all that on top of everything else. If God could do it for me, man, I'm just letting y'all know he could do it for y'all. And I promise you, man, I promise you. I don't want to I didn't come here, and I live in LA. I got to get on the flight at 6 in the morning, so I got to be at the airport at 4:50 in the morning. But I stayed just so I could come and speak to you all. I was supposed to leave yesterday. But God put it on my heart. I was driving Sunday home from New Orleans, and we passed the hospital. I said, pass over here to this hospital. Let me see this hospital over here. The new hospital, Tommy Gail Benson Center over here. I said, let me go and see what's going on. And my friend said, she said, hey, there's a house down the street that houses people, and God put it on my heart to stop here Sunday. You know what I'm saying? And come and see what was going on. And I said, you know what? God put it on my heart. He said it's Sunday. Don't come in and ask for nobody. God said, no, do it. When God tell you to move, move. You know what I'm saying? When he tell you, I don't care. It was a Sunday. Ain't nothing happening on Sunday. I stopped in here. I said, listen, who do I need to talk to speak to people? It was nobody. He said, man, you crazy. Ain't nothing open on Sunday. No, God's always open. And that's the main thing. If you trust him, I promise you, I promise you, I promise you. If you ain't hear nothing else out of my mouth today, trust God. That's it. Nothing else. He's going to line everything up for you that you need. Put your faith in God. Put your trust in God. You can't do it without God. And I know people, I don't know what your belief systems are. I don't know. But I promise you, if you do it that way, this is how I survived. And I was out of here. It was, like I said, I cashed my life insurance policy in. They gave me 4 months to live. I have a living will. I had an advance directive. I had everything. They told me, get my affairs in order. You know what I'm saying? So, and I had to tell you, the devil is a lie. God had other plans. And once I get on it, and this is my first time really even speaking to people in a setting of this magnitude, so to speak, to just get my message out, to just to try to inspire and just help people and let them know, don't give up, man. We're so close. You could be so close. And then people give up. I've watched it. I've been in infusion where I'm sitting in groups with, we call them the Golden Girls, and they used to come in and they used to knit needle. I'm the only big guy in the group with just the ladies, and they're knitting and eating and talking and having fun. And every week I would come back and it'll be one less. It'll be one less. It was a group of 4. And that was my little ladies, man. It'll be one less. Every week I'm like, well, what happened to Susan? She didn't have family support. She gave up. I said, she was so close. She was just going to surgery next week. She just stopped coming. She gave up. Or you're tired. Now understand, chemo is a monster. Chemo is a beast. Radiation is a beast. All of it's not right. All of it's poison. I understand that. But we got to push through this, right? We got to push through it. Like I said, I didn't ring the bell. I'm looking at the bell over there, like the Hope Bell, right? In my situation, I didn't ring the bell. You know what I'm saying? Because when I got in remission right now, right? I do my scans now. I used to do them every 3 months. My last scan was in January. Now I go every 6 months. You know what I'm saying? And the reason they talk about the bell, I didn't ring the bell because I have so much respect for the disease and what it carries and what it can do. And I've seen so many people ring the bell and they have to come back. So I'm always on guard. Cancer will never catch me like it caught me again. I'm always getting scanned. I'm ready. Before I wasn't ready. I thought I was ready. I thought I was ready for anything. I was an all-American athlete. Been to the pros. Been in football, been in pro football camps, played arena football. been on all levels, the highest levels, been all around the world, traveling, doing things. But that prepared me, but for everything, but it prepared me, it didn't prepare me for cancer. You know what I mean? That rocked me to the core. But the thing about it is, again, you go back to your faith, you go back to God, you got to go back to square one. You understand what I'm saying? And if you believe in yourself, and if you believe in God, you will make it, man. I promise you. I didn't do anything special. All I did was pray and ask God and trust the process. I trust my doctors. I listened to them. I showed up for every meeting. I showed up for every chemo treatment. I never missed an appointment. I never missed a scan. I never missed when I had to go back and get shots for the blood cell count. Anything they told me to do, magnesium treatments, iron treatments, everything. I did it. You know what I mean? Trust the process. Stay strong. Keep fighting, man. Trust me, man. If y'all, I mean, trust me, I just want to jump out my body sometimes and just be like, listen, let me jump into somebody else's body and show them, look, we can do this, man. This not, come on, it's not a death sentence, man. And say cancer, you got, come on, man, weather the storm. That's all you got to do is weather the storm. I'm telling you, I'm back from the brinks of death. Man, I can't express it no more because I'm so filled with joy in my heart and in my life that I even had an opportunity to speak to you all. This makes my day. This makes me happy. I can get on a flight tomorrow and I'll be all right because I got to do the same thing again next week and speak to another Hope House in Atlanta. You know, and I'm blessed. God has blessed me with the opportunity to even talk to people and tell them and share the story with them. You know, it's going to be tough, man. It's going to be rough. It's going to be the toughest thing. This is the toughest thing I've ever done. This is going to be the toughest thing you've ever done. This is life and death. This is not no joke. People think it's a joke. People think it's a game. People don't understand. I understand that. Nobody knows how you feel except you. Your family, nobody. Nobody knows. They think they know. They can be as close to you as they can, but you only knows what's inside and you know how you feel. They're not taking the chemo treatment. You are. They're not taking the radiation. You are. They're not in the valley. You are. You know what I mean? So the way to get out of the valley is just to be steadfast and be immovable. Just stay the course. I promise you, if you stay the course, it's going to work out for you more than it won't. And if it doesn't, it's God's will anyway. He wants you closer to Him. But if you do the right thing, He's going to have you around for a long time. And He has a funny way of sitting everybody down. Because I was so busy running around, doing different things, experiencing life, going here, going there, doing this, doing that, you know. And when He sat me down, He said, listen, hold on, man. Your family, something's going on. I need to get the attention of somebody in your family. I need to get the attention of somebody in your family. I've never had no kind of disease. That cancer don't even run in my family that way. You know what I mean? So for me to get sick, it shocked the whole family. You know what I'm saying? But I was the example. And I'm looking at God like, dang, God, what did I do? Right? He said, you didn't do nothing. He said, but I need to touch other people. So I'm going to use you to touch them. So don't think it's something that you did to get this. He's just trying to use you in a way to be a vessel. And it can save you, it can save your family, it can save other people, right? And even your friends. And even people that need to know a relationship. He's just trying to bring people closer to him. Like my family, that's a whole other subject. Y'all can watch my podcast and see about that. When I speak about family, you'll see how in depth I get about family, but I didn't come in to waste your time. But I just want to let you know, I understand. If you're here, don't ever think you're by yourself, because God is always with you, and the people that you meet, this community is going to be with you, and you got to use those people to hold you up. You know what I'm saying? So once you do that, you find friends. I've met friends for life. My nurses, I'm still cool with my nurses. We still talk on a consistent basis. My nurses are coming on my podcast. You know what I'm saying? Anytime I call them for any advice or anything, they answer the phone. I can call them right now on the phone. And they haven't treated me in over a year and a half or 2 years, just constant treatment. But I can call them and say, hey, Tony, hey, Gwen, how you doing? I need this advice. I'm doing this, I'm doing it. That's the cancer community. This is what I built friendships that I never thought I'd have. I had people in my corner that I never thought I'd know. You know what I mean? And it's not any big wig people. It's no major people. I know people. I know celebrities. I know people and stuff like that. But the most important people are people like us, regular people, going through it. Because I don't care how much money you have. I don't care what your status is. I don't care how it goes. Cancer makes us all the same. You're gonna get the same treatment. Because rich people die too. So don't think that you're any less than anybody. God created us all. We're equal. You know what I mean? Treat the next man with respect. Have compassion. Have some humility. You know, and just help people. And that's all I want to do. If I help anybody, if I touch one person here tonight, my job is done. I can go home in peace. I can board my flight in the morning and get on in the sky. But hopefully, I'll come back and reiterate some more. I just want to meet y'all and touch bases with y'all, man. And I'm quite sure that I'll be seeing y'all a little bit more, and I'll go in depth about my story a little bit more. But I just wanted, like I said, I just wanted to come in and meet you all, and touch bases with you all, and let y'all know, man, we in this together, and we're going to fight. We're going to keep fighting, man. We're going to keep fighting. Like I said, if y'all need me, I leave my information. Y'all got my information on there. Y'all just call me out questions, what I went through, what are y'all going through, how do you get through it, how did I get through this, how did you get through it? I answer all questions. I answer all questions. If y'all want my personal number, you can get it from a guy. I just gave it to him. That's a business number. But you can send me emails and stuff on there, anything. Yeah. But like I said, y'all can call me like anytime, man, and say, hey, Eric, you know, he was at the Hope Lodge, you spoke to us, how did I do this? How did I go about getting this? How do I feel this way? If I have a problem with family, if I have problems with friends, I want to give up. And even if that's another thing I want to say, and it's going to be my quote in closing. If anybody in here, in the sound of my voice, can hear me and understand, if you need help with anything, especially if you think you're about to give up and pull the plug and you don't want to do it and you want to quit, call me. I can talk you out the ledge, I promise you. Because I can tell you everything that's going to be greater after it's done. I can tell you what you have to look forward to after it's all said and done. You know what I mean? It's a beautiful life. It's been a beautiful life since cancer saved my life. Honest to God. Cancer saved my life because I didn't know all the underlying conditions I had. I didn't know everything that was wrong with me. I didn't know. And if you think I'm guessing, I said, hold on. And I'm going to do this and I'm going to close out. Let me tell you that this is God's work. Right here. This is not my work, this is God's work. Okay. Read this problem this phone. You don't mind. Anybody?
I don't remember.
All right.
You got that?
Read that list for me. This is everything that they said I had.
Like all the problem lists?
That's the problem list that I had. This is from the cancer. Before, this is what I discovered I had and I didn't know. So when I say cancer saved my life, it saved my life.
You want me to read them loud?
Absolutely.
There's hypertension associated with diabetes, morbid obesity, severe nicotine dependence without complications.
I smoke cigars. I used to.
Dietary counseling, chronic congestive heart failure, aphasia of esophagus, dyslipidemia, esophageal dysphagia, liver mass. It sounds very unfamiliar.
What's that? Cholangiocarcinoma. That's bile duct cancer. Yeah, that's the diagnosis. That's cholangiocarcinoma. Which is which is a rare cancer. My cancer is rare, and it only happens in older men. You know what I mean?
Hypomagnesemia.
Hypermagnesium.
Okay. How do you say this?
Which one?
Snores?
Snores, yeah.
Okay.
I was snoring. I was overweight.
I thought there was a different one. Elevated LFTs.
Yeah,
Stage 3A chronic kidney disease.
that's right.
Iron deficiency anemia due to chronic blood loss. Coronary artery disease involving the
Chest pain.
chest pain,
Mm-hmm.
and elevated LFT.
Mm-hmm. And that's off on my chart. That's off on my chart. Yeah. That's a lot. It's a lot, yeah. So, but I'm in bed. I do, like I said, that's old. I do 7 miles. I do 7 miles a day. I wake up every morning. I wake up every morning. In my hotel, how many miles I did this morning?
12,
How many miles I did yesterday?
10.
I'm telling you, listen, like I said, y'all read my pamphlet. My motto is, my hunger to live exceeds my will to die. My hunger to live exceeds my will to die. I will not die. I will live. And I'm thirsty about this. I'm hungry to live, man. And I'm telling you, because it's a beautiful life after this, man. Life after cancer is a beautiful life. It's a beautiful life, because what do you have? You beat it. What else is there left? You're on cruise control, baby. You're on cruise control. After that, it's over with. It's over. You beat this. You get through this. What can anybody tell you? You know when people tell me stuff like they come, like even myself. I kid you, I'm about to get out of your hair. I've been talking too long. my son. This is the running joke with us, right? My younger son. He'd be like, Dad, you do this, but Dad, you didn't do that. But Dad, you didn't do this. Dad, you didn't do that. I said, oh man, I had cancer. What you can say? What are you gonna tell me? I'm like, I'm not doing that. I had cancer. What you can say? They're like, oh, you always trying to get out of stuff with cancer. I said, well, what else can I get out of it with? you see what I'm saying? Everything's up from there, you know? What could you tell me? What have you been through? That's what I asked him. Have you had cancer? What could you tell me? Like, right? When you complain about stuff, don't complain to me. Get out of here, man. I said, try having cancer. That's what I tell my son. And you know what? He said, I'm going to let you have that, Dad, because you're right. He can't say anything. He can't say anything. So you can use that to your advantage. Whenever something is hard, you know, once you get in shape, after it's all said and done, you come through your remission, and you're looking good again, and even though your body looks good here now, you're back in form, you're back in stride, you're feeling like your old self again. You know what I mean? And you can use that to get out of stuff. You're like, hey man, come over here, I don't feel good, yeah, I'm tired. Why are you tired? Oh, I'm just tired, this cancer is made me tired. This old cancer, the old thing called cancer, that thing I had called cancer? Yeah, I'm tired from it. So that's how I use it to get out of stuff. I do. Why not? I beat it. So what you gonna tell me? Right? Right? So come on, what you gonna tell me? This is the hardest thing I've been through. All the stuff that I put my body through, you gonna tell me that I gotta do what you want me to do. Nah, I can't. Get out of here. So I make it for something good. I don't try to make it for anything bad. And I try to help as many people as I can. And like I said, man, it was a pleasure to meet y'all. And I just want to stop in for a few minutes and you can take it. And I appreciate y'all giving me y'all time and giving me y'all ear. This does wonders for me. With me, because I see right now, everybody, in here is attentive and they want to fight. And like I said, if I help one person, if I can inspire one person, my job is done. So, like I said, it's nice to meet all y'all. And if y'all have any questions for me, I'll be ready to take them right over here after I'm done. And like I said, y'all get my number, get my email address, get my social media sites. Y'all can go join my Facebook groups, watch my podcast. Y'all more than welcome.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
It's nice meeting every one of y'all. And I'll be back. I'll be back. Hopefully y'all won't be here when I come back. And if y'all are, we'll talk some more.